What's up, everybody? Welcome inside to League Unlock. And look at this. Someone snuck into the studio. It's Mark, don't call me Marky Mark, Horner, back from his trip at Worlds, rocking some fresh new jacket attire from Worlds 2018. Eric and Mark here with you. And Mark, you're back. You experienced it all. Oh, yeah. You saw the West, 3/4 of the semifinalists. I think you were the good luck charm.
Yeah, it was the good luck charm until I stepped into the finals arena, and I think that was where the luck, it ran out. It was over at that point. I'll take the blame. I'm the reason Fnatic was not able to come through in the finals. But I got to tell you what, being there for quarters, and semifinals, and seeing the West find a way to succeed at Worlds, oh boy,
miracle.
Made it all worth it. For sure, a great trip.
And Mark couldn't quite trump the Eyes On curse, because as soon as Riot released that video, everyone knew, over. 3-0 IG, it's exactly what happened. But the fact that you were there for all three of those events, main questions I gotta ask, of course, are how much did the crowds die after all the Korean teams were out?
You really expected it to be a lot more, but I gotta tell you what, it actually was pretty solid. The Korean fans were there in full force for those semifinals, but definitely a noticeable change in who they're cheering for with the rest of their teams out of there. Most of them were kind of hoping that it wouldn't be the LPL finding a way to find that championship, but it looks like not only were the Fnatic fans disappointed, it is the Korean fans being a little disappointed, seeing the LPL become those champions. But hey, I gotta say, you should be pretty happy about it. You got Rookie, you got the Shy there, lots of reasons to be happy, but I gotta say, the Korean fans definitely kept up their end of the bargain. Even with their teams out of there, they were there and they were loud and cheering and ready.
And don't forget Duke, two-time world champion with two different squads as well for him on IG. And now there are a whole bunch of memes about the esports budget for Riot here in 2018, and the quarter and semi venues were maybe a little smaller, especially the group stage as well, than we're accustomed to seeing at Worlds. But overall, did you feel the budget cuts?
You certainly could feel some of the budget cuts as far as it related to the quarters and semifinals, and I think it got less so towards the semifinals and finals, because when in the semifinals, it was more or less a gymnasium-style arena, which was very similar to what you had more or less last year in Shanghai for the finals in that venue. So the semifinals, excuse me, but in the finals, definitely no drop in production quality there. Felt exactly the type of levels of hype that you want to be having, the likes of which we had at the Bird's Nest. They found a way to get the crowd just as hyped, and no, this time it wasn't the Elder Dragon that got everyone pretty pumped up. It was those 4 KDA girls getting the show started, and then of course, breaking out Bobby from Icon to give it that K-pop rap flair to the Rise remix. Oh boy, everybody was ready for the finals to start.
Yeah, people weren't quite as excited about the Rise rendition that they did, but yeah, obviously KDA is blowing up. Outside of League of Legends, people who have no idea anything about the game are talking about this song. You were there at the Bird's Nest, and how does the Elder Dragon compare to the augmented reality here? Because I've always wanted to know, you don't see that in the crowd, right?
No, you're not seeing it in the crowd, and I will say that I felt a little bit dumb at the Bird's Nest before, because when the Elder Dragon came in, I looked to the sky to see where the Elder Dragon was before I realized, yeah, of course it's not real. But I will say that the KDA augmented reality looked pretty darn awesome. It would pull you away from the live performances at times while you're there, which wasn't maybe the greatest aspect of it, but it definitely worked out well looking back on it. And I think that the only thing maybe that you could maybe fix for Riot is, hey, at the end when Ari's trying to go through the AR portal, don't have the camera guy moving. It's a fixed object. You can't do that.
And by the way, the Summoner's Cup that they put on the stage was absolutely massive. She was dropping into it. But I really loved this whole sequence going through the first 7 World Championships. They were splicing in the theme songs from each of those events, and then obviously all the big historic moments that happened here in 2018. Everyone wanted a big reveal, a new game, new champion, something at the event. It didn't happen, so people were disappointed in that regard. But overall, you still got to think that that performance, the opening ceremony as a whole, was still fantastic.
I think it was certainly an improvement over last year's performance, which was already kind of that gold standard you would look at in the community of what we're having for these live event performances. But when we're seeing other things happen, like last year, we had the teaser and the reveal that we were going to be getting more Project skin line, which obviously everybody loves, and as well that we were going to be getting Zoe, the new champion. And whether you like Zoe or not, at least we had the reveal happen during that one. Didn't see that happen this year, and I don't know. I was sitting beside Sneaky for that Game 3, and we were chatting about it, and he was a little bit disappointed himself not to see the new champion there. He didn't know if it was going to happen or not, but to see it not come through is kind of always a little bit of a disappointment for the community.
And I was going frame by frame during that montage of what happened in 2018 to see if there was anything new in there that they snuck in, but I couldn't really find anything. It was mostly just a bunch of High Noon skins and Rise cinematics.
Yeah, trying to sell the old product.
Yeah, of course. You also checked out Outlaw Park, which is where 2019 LCK is going to be taking place. What'd you think of it? Looked like a good venue?
Oh boy, it is an awesome venue. I can't think of almost any type of venue in North America that could rival it as far as the environment that you're going to be able to have day in and day out at the LCK arena. The whole arena itself and setup for the live matches is pretty darn awesome, but the fan experience is what I want to be talking about there, because you've got the wooden carven statue of the Baron fight going on, and not only do you have the regular champions there, they're all their individual skinned up champions, Guardian Azir there, you've got the Sejuani on the Poro Rider, everything is awesome there on the detail, and then you've got, of course, the LCK uniforms and the little miniature statues, figurines. Made me feel a little bit sad seeing Fakers there, knowing that he's not at Worlds, and boy, he's not going to be watching Worlds, because we both know that's how Faker operates. If he's not there, not paying attention to it. But even better at the LCK arena has to be the Riot Lolesports PC bong there. There's a lot of these PC bongs when you're in Korea due to the high expensive cost of having one of these gaming computers there, but hey, pop on over. And this is even on the more expensive scale to some of them, but pay something like $10 US. You're gonna get 7 hours of gameplay on a GTX 1080 8th gen i7 processor. Man, these are some beast machines to be playing on, and it is a really cool area to get situated in. Play some League of Legends, play some Blackouts, whatever you want to be playing, they've got it installed on these machines. LCK Arena and the Riot PC Bong are for sure, if you're a gamer, a must-visit stop here in Seoul.
That's why all the players talk about they would skip school, the guys who were playing Korea, and just go to these.
I certainly ran into a lot of those groups there. You would see it, and it's pretty awesome because you would see
school.
Yeah, 3 to 4 dudes come in, stroll in, get all their computers right beside each other. No need to use a headset, communicating right beside each other, playing ARAM, playing ranked. It was pretty awesome. And hey, even Korean date night happens at the PC Bong. You come in there with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you got going on. You sit down, you play some games, and have a good time. It's a pretty awesome experience.
So no more OGN, but it looks like the LCK Korea is still in good hands for 2019.